Good evening, late good evening, y'all. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in for a little while. Want to talk about this gang life tonight, you all, and how stupid it is for these youngsters to be out here taking cases for one another. But when things get real, I said it, when things get real, everybody gonna crumble. I said everybody is gonna crumble. I don't know what's up with these youngsters nowadays, you all, but a lot of them are involved in these young gangs and thinking that something is cool about these particular street codes. These street codes that mean nothing. I said that the street codes that actually absolutely means nothing, especially when it comes to your freedom, you all. Here we have a case about hip hop rap artist by the name of Young Thug, you all, who happened to have a very successful rap group turn gang organization, you all. Like I said, this is crazy. I want to particularly come on and talk about gang life. You know, if you are thinking about joining a gang, you best think again, you all, because like I said, when your freedom is actually on the line, people are going to crumble. People are going to actually absolutely take the stand against you, and people that you thought was your day ones will suddenly become your day twos, you all. I said that these people will absolutely become your day twos. Like I said, you have a YSL Rico case where now people are absolutely claiming murder, you all. I said that these people are talking about murder in which people have absolutely lost their lives for stupid reasons. I said it for very stupid reasons, you all. When it comes down to it, nothing is more valuable than life itself. Like I said, I just want to talk about a few things about like I said, these young gangs and things of this nature, and holding some kind of street code where you're not gonna tell and about certain things, and certain people have actually taken plea deals in this particular case, in which they have pled guilty to gang organized crime, so forth and so on, you all. Like I said, man, everybody and they mama took the stand on this man. Like I said, man, when it comes to doing time, things of this nature, this when stuff really gets real. I said it, shit really get real when you hit this courtroom and have to face these particular judges, these district attorneys, and with these people with so much evidence against you, you all. Like I said, everybody and their mama took the stand. It's on the two guys that possibly should have taken pleas that did not take pleas. I said there were only two people in this particular case that has not taken pleas that should possibly have taken these pleas, you all. I don't see how any of these dudes are going to actually complete their probation stipulations or any of the things that they may have to do involving this YSL case. You know, you got these young men that are family members. One of his brothers actually took the stand. Now, how can you actually take the stand against your brother, then sign paperwork saying you are not going to communicate with him, not going to talk to him, and things of this nature, you all? Like I said, man, it's crazy, man, because these dudes will hide behind these guns and be tough and be super macho, and until it comes time to go up in this particular courtroom, you all. Like I said, when everything is facing you, your time is facing you, baby mama's calling, so forth and so on. They hoping you tell the people whatever you need to tell them to actually get out some of these circumstances and situations that you should not have never been in the first place, you all. I suggest if you're out there doing anything, you best be down with some righteous gang, you all, or something like, the Yah gang, because like I said, man, it's absolutely crazy to be participating in any of these type of organizations in the 2000s, you all. If you was had known anything about gang life or doing time or going to jail. A lot of people that had actually joined these gangs back then are looking for ways out, looking for ways to be productive people in society, you all. And this is not one of the ways to actually be productive at all. Like I said, I do have a small clip that I like to read to you all about this particular case. And in my honest opinion, I think everybody in this case is gonna violate. I don't think not too many people. It may be 1 out of the 10 or 14 individuals that's gonna actually be able to complete these stipulations, you all. I'm pretty sure that everybody is going to violate in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. And for the people who saying that these people they ain't snitched, they ain't said nothing. Man, these people signed stating that they will be key witnesses, you all. So this is not something that they can avoid. You can't just run off and not appear, show up in court and things of this nature. These people are going to flat out hit you with a warrant. I said they are going to hit these people and these certain individuals with these blue warrants. Is what you call these people who may happen to be on some kind of probation stipulation, and they will come and get you, you all. Like I said, man, once you is had done taken these particular oaths or whatever crime you had set out to commit with some individuals, I suggest you have some kind of understanding about the things that y'all gonna actually do. And, and if something bad happened, then talk about those consequences as well, you all, because like I said, when it comes time to it, get down and these people get you up in this courtroom, 9 out of 10 people is gonna tell you all. I said that 9 out of 10 people is gonna tell. And in fact, if you are a man, why would you put somebody that you care about, whether it's your homeboy or not, why would you want to put him in a bad situation? Why would you want to make somebody tell on you instead of being man enough to take your own cases and responsibilities? And why pay another man to kill another man? Things of this nature. These are some of the things that I fail to understand, because if you are the man that you claim to be, you will go pull the trigger yourself. I said it, ban me, go pull the trigger yourself, you all, because when these particular people, you have shooters that are now taking the stands, you all, man, none of this gang stuff is no solid stuff, and it's not nothing solid to stand on. Like I said, if you out there and you participating with some people, you better reevaluate your circle and things of this nature, because like I said, man, it's going to be a bad outcome if people that you called to be business partners, associates, so forth and so on, if you come up to be in some kind of family ties or gang organization with these particular people, then you have the possibility to lose everything, you all. And like I said, man, when you have your baby mamas and people on the phone and they out there with your little piece of change, you thinking you holding it down, you thinking you doing something cool, talking about taking it to trial, which these other couple of individuals decided to do when they was actually offered 20-year sentences, so I can just imagine already what they're gonna try to offer Young Thug to what all these dudes he was paying having them on a particular payroll. Some of these dudes were supposed to be stiff enough not to actually talk. But this is some of the things that they decided they was going to do anyway, you all. Like I said, man, this is a bad situation, man. Bad situation for everybody involved in this particular record label or gang or whatever they may call themselves to be. You all, this is the end of the rope for these people, the last of the Mohican, might I say. Like I said, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. And there's no way that I would, it's a time I can understand you actually being in situations where it may be some misdemeanor stuff, something you could possibly get a bond from, but some of this other crap that these people are asking you to actually be down with, it's not even worth being down with. I said it's not even worth being down with, man. You can't be out there taking people's lives because they don't want to be with you no more, or they may have new boyfriends and girlfriends and things of this nature, or they may owe you a small piece of change. This is not something that you do. The life of other people is very valuable. And like I said, man, a lot of these dudes actually never was no street cats from the get-go. I don't understand how they pick these particular dudes to say these type of people are some solid individuals when it comes to this courthouse, so forth and so on, you all. So, man, these people are not as stiff as you think they are to be, you all. Because like I said, man, it's a lot of things that people should actually do on their own. You know, it's 4-5 people going rob people and things of this nature, and then you might have one fool out your whole clique that decide to shoot somebody, and then all y'all gonna be here responsible for the same charge. I don't care if you drove the car. You know, you are gonna be charged with the same crime as the individual who pulled the trigger. Like I said, man, I don't understand, man, but I want to briefly go over this while talking about a few other things about this particular case. But before I get off into that, copyright disclaimer under Title 17 USC Sections 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, education, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use, you all. It tips the balance in favor of fair use. If you're just joining me for the first time over on TikTok, thank you for joining me. You can catch me at Brian Bridges on YouTube, just like you spell my name. Again, thank you for joining me. If you remain on TikTok, thank you as well. But I am at YouTube at Brian Bridges. So again, if you are actually joining me for the first time, I do also put a description in the link below where you can also follow along in these particular news articles that I'm reading, you all. Like I said, man, there's just some things that you fail to understand. After a while, going to the comments. Good afternoon, bro Carl and Jew Bean. What's happening, bros? I'll get back with y'all in just a second, you all. It says YSL trial. It says set to start next week with 14 defendants, including Young Thug, you all. So, like I said, one of my other particular things, man, it's a sad thing to be up there feeling, I'm pretty much sure feeling the things that Young Thug is feeling right now, you all. But, when you can kind of feel betrayed by your whole team, your whole clique, I can't imagine being so lied by my whole football team, you all. But like I said, they didn't take in consideration the lives of the other people, the lives of the people that they were hurting. I heard one of his actual shooters talk about how he had a family and what they was doing with some young things, and how all of a sudden when you in this courtroom now you done growed up, said, now you done put away some of these childish things and you want to be a whole man, you all. Like I said, when your freedom is on the line, ain't nothing, no telling what these dudes will say up in this courtroom, you all. So ain't nobody trying to hear that street code, none of that. But again, it said the number of defendants expected to go to trial next week in the sweeping Fulton County gang case has been reduced to 14. The original indictment named it 28 defendants, but 8 have taken a plea deal and 6 others will be tried separately, you all. So again, the 6 others that will be tried separately, some of these dudes had not even been I believe like 2 or 3 of these dudes are still on the streets, you all. These dudes are running and not turning themselves in. And again, 2 of these other people, they had also not had, they don't even have lawyers yet, some of these people, they probably in there broke, like I said, because, some of these people can't get out, and some of them, they got too much pride to ask for court-appointed lawyers and things of this nature. And that's another thing, people be living these gang street life and they don't have a lawyer to first, everybody struggling to get a lawyer. These people then taking them months to get lawyers. And some of these lawyers won't take their cases because they don't have enough money and things of this nature, you all. Like I said, man, this is one crazy situation. It said as of Thursday, there are 4 defendants: Javon Fleetwood, Demikian Garlington, and Demise McMullen, and Javars Bradford, you all, who still don't have attorneys. 2 others, Justin Cobb and Jimmy Winfrey, have not been arrested, you all. So again, a couple of these people are still on the streets. Like I said, man, they're gonna, I'm pretty sure by the end of this thing, Young Thug start telling on some people. I said it, Young Thug is gonna start telling on some people. He might pull that old Nino Brown skit, you all. He is not the head of CMB. He might pull one of them on them boys, because man, it's looking bad for them. It's looking bad for all of them. It said Judge Ariel Glanville said the 6 defendants would not be going to trial next week in the high-profile case against alleged YSL gang members. Instead, they will be tried another time, he said. So again, these are some of the people that don't have attorneys and things of this nature yet. So they are pretty much trying to hold out, so forth and so on. It said we've been attempting to get lawyers for them several months ago. Gainesville said those particular individuals, once they get attorneys, will deal with them at some point in the future, you all. It said Trontavious Stevenson, 29, pled guilty Thursday to a single count of conspiracy violating the state racketeering influencers and corrupt organization RICO Act. He was sentenced to 10 years and with 2 years committed time served and 8 years on his probation, you all. It says Stevens, also known as Tick, acknowledged he is one of the former founders of YSL and Young Slime Life. It says Walters Murphy and Atlanta rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, are accused of founding the alleged gang. Fellow rapper Slime Life Shorty, Gunna, and Lil Duke took plea deals for Christmas, along with Murphy, Quantavious Greer, and Antonio Sledge, you all, and most have already been released. Again, like I said, this new Sledge dude, he is somebody that, like I said, he is one of the older members of this particular clique. He might had not even been originally charged on this case. He might have been just sitting in jailhouse, waiting trials on some other cases, and they pretty much picked this dude up because this dude is Sledge, is 41 years old, you all. And like I said, he is one of the oldest members of this particular case. They said pled guilty Wednesday on a conspiracy to violate the Rico Act and possession of a firearm by convicted felon, you all. He was sentenced to 15 years probation. Like I said, I don't even know how these dudes are gonna actually do this probation time. I mean, I myself been in trouble before. I've been to prison before and things of this nature, you all. And probation is something, it's not easy to do. It's like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. They can pretty much violate you for anything, on a drop of a dime, you all. And like I said, in my opinion, a lot of these dudes gonna violate before their time is up, with good behavior and things of this nature. If you going to the classes, they ask you, if you paying your little probation fees, you can get off early. I have also completed probation before, you all, on an aggravated assault charge with a deadly weapon. And as soon as I had gotten off this particular probation, I left the state. I said I left the state as soon as I got up off probation. And this is some of the things that these men may not be prepared to do, you all. Like I said, this case is happening in Atlanta. And man, it's a crazy one right here. It says part of the guilty plea, this dude Sledge is one of the shooters. He happened to also had known about a particular murder. He telling all that. And, like I said, man, when it comes down to it, these people are gonna talk. These people are gonna say whatever they need to say to go home, man. Ain't nobody want to be doing no 99 years and things of this nature. Especially for things that they may or may not have been involved in, and who wants to take a case for another man when you got a whole family out here to think about and take care of, you all. Like I said, it's be dumb to involve yourself in these particular type of things, knowing the outcome. And even for the dudes who had particularly said they was down. You can't say you down with something and then and then when it all come crashing in, you jump out the boat. These were some of the things that these people had taken money from. They took money. If I'm taking some money to go commit a crime, I'm supposed to take everything that come along with the crime, because this was my particular role, and these is not the stance that these men are actually taking, you all. I said that this is not the stance that these men are actually taking. Like I said, when you commit yourself to these type of acts, then you have to be willing and know the consequences that come along with the things that you are dealing with. You have to know that if you're going to do a murder or you going to rob somebody, or you need to know the law. You need to know I might get the life sentence. I might get the death penalty. I might get 60 years. These are some of the things you need to know before you think about you're going to pull a gun on innocent person, or you're going to pull a gun on another black man, or you're going to pull a gun on another black woman, or you're going to rob old ladies and things of this nature, or you're going to hurt people in your own neighborhood, or you're going to continue to tear and destroy your own community. You know, these are some of the things that you need to think about before you decide to pick up a gun and holler gang, gang, blood, crip, anything. You know, you need to understand what you standing on, what you representing. You know, what is my particular goal? What are we gonna accomplish? And what do we stand for? Furthermore, I mean, before you decide, you know, you slime like this or you slime that, and you just saying things that you don't even know what you talking about. You know, these are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself if you think you're gonna be out here being some kind of young gang member. Like I said, man, this is crazy again. When it says Stephens agreed to testify truthfully if called upon to do so at the trial, possessing no guns, committed no criminal acts. Conditions for both also included a curfew of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless they were working or going to school or medical emergencies arise. It said no contacts with any co-defendants. It says Ludge must also submit a random drug test screening if he tests positive for any drugs. He is to enter a drug rehab within 30 days, you all. So if this particular defendant get tested positive for anything, smoking weed, then he got to go through 30 days. If he get, you know, any of these kind of drugs, you all, because you can't do drugs, so forth and so on when you're on probation. Excuse me. Again, y'all. So again, where are we? So say he pled guilty to gun charges and can be withdrawn if he meets the condition deals after the trial. It says Sludge was previously convicted in 2018 on aggravated assault and participation of street gang activity charges. Deputy District Attorney Andrea Love said, you all. It said during the hearing Wednesday, Love read a series of factual acknowledgments made by Sledge as a part of his deal. Sledge acknowledged that he is a member and or associated with the YSL gang since 2012, you all. So this is one of the new key witnesses in this YSL case. Again, this is like I said, an older guy, you know, one of the hitters, you know, one of the people that they called to actually put in some work. I mean, he is actually testifying again. Like I said, ain't nobody keeping no gang code, nothing. Everybody is talking. And, you know, this is one of the things that you're going to have to face, you know, because like I said, man, instead of you being more concerned with the laws that God has, I mean, God, he gave us 10 commandments. You can't even keep 10 commandments, but you're going to keep some kind of street code that means nothing. You know, like I said, when your life is on the line, you're gonna do more than tell the truth. You're gonna hope people told the truth on your behalf. You know, like I said, people get a misconception of what's cool and what's hip and what's gang this and what's gang that, and what the street code say about this and what the street code say about that. You need to learn another code. I said it, you need to learn another code because like I said, this is not the code that's designed for your life. It'll give you a life sentence, but it is not designed for men to step outside the character of men, to become boys, to take cases for other men. You know, that makes no sense to anybody. You know, that's the code. I mean, if any code. And says Sledge acknowledged that he has been a member of YSL since 2012. You all, like say again, that's one of, you know, I guess everything went to jumping for these certain new era gang members, you all. It said with 2 convicts holding a gun he is used in a drive-by shooting targeting a rival gang member. As part of the plea deal, Sledge acknowledges that he was told members of YSL to meet at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue to discuss a murder of Donovan Thomas on January 10th, you all. And again, another thing that was kind of crazy, the man, baby's mother, she came up killed earlier this year, you all. So I'm not sure if they think Young Thug had something to do with it, or somebody that may have had a vendetta against him had actually gone out and killed his baby mama. It can went either way, you all. This is when, like I said, man, these people get so much of money and they think they gods themselves. They begin to lose touch with reality. Again, they begin to lose touch with reality and feel untouchable, you all. So it said investigators have said Thomas' killing set off a year-long feud between YSL and rival gang members and resulted in numerous shootings and some which were fatal, you all. So again, for people who do not live in Atlanta or do not actually know the gist of this case of the things that had actually surrounded this particular rap group or rap record label. It's been a lot of things been going on, and this particular family had been kicking dust for almost a decade. I said it, for almost a decade. They've been particularly pretty much running this certain neighborhood in Atlanta, you all, off of Cleveland Street, to be exact. It said during the plea hearing, Sledge acknowledged he personally knows one or more YSL associates killed Thomas on behalf of YSL. So again, this is one of the shooters himself, one of the trigger men who's saying that he actually know about one or two murders, and again, these people will have to take the stands. They are taking deals to not incriminate themselves, but they have to, again, talk about these other cases. They have to, that's a part of their probation please. That's a part of them being able to get out of jail. If they go up there with trying to play with them people talking about they ain't gonna talk and this and that, and they ain't want to talk about nothing. You can only not talk about the things that will incriminate you. But these people are gonna ask you questions about these other co-defendants, about these other people, about these other individuals. And if they do not talk about these kind of things in their courtroom, they're going to lock them right back up. These people are not going to get out of here. I don't understand what they don't understand about these particular things, but this is what actually going to happen, you all. It said YSL associates gathered at the Williams home, and this was another thing that he said. He said Sledge acknowledged that the award-winning musician gave him some money, some actual cash, y'all, to lay low. So Sledge acknowledged that 2 gas stations on Cleveland Avenue are used by YSL associates to sell drugs and do not permit other gangs to operate there, you all. So again, this was a complete organization, and like I said, man, everybody and their mama talking right now. So I don't know how this is going to turn out for them. It says Sledge attorney Derek Wright says Sledge has 8 children, including 5 who are minors, and that his client wants to return to his family and put the charges behind him. Well, rightfully so. Everybody want to do that. This is one of the things that, like I said, once the rooster come home to crow, the chicken and the rooster crow. What they say, they come home. Y'all know what they say, the rooster and the chicken Y'all, what Malcolm X used to say. But anyway, like I said, man, everybody is gonna want their freedom. Ain't nobody wanna. This is one of the things that he should have been thinking about. The life of his kids when he was out here doing these particular acts. You all, like I said, man, you can't sell your soul for a jelly roll. I said it, do not sell your soul for a jelly roll. People come in and offer you a few thousand, a couple thousand, 20,000 might last you 3-4 months. But you done went out there and hurt somebody and took somebody's life. Now you want your life to be free. Like I said, this is one of the things that come along with the gang territory, you all. It's all for one and one for all. And in this situation, like I said, when they pass out them numbers and that roll of toilet paper, because that's all you're going to get, one roll of toilet paper. It better last you all week. But like I said, man, these dudes was actually talking, man. These dudes is trying to go home. It said after this trial, all this is over, you will not see me again. So this man is already saying, if he is able to be free, he is gone. Nobody ain't got to worry about him no more, you all. So like I said, I don't know what none of this actually means. It said the state had offered him 20 years with 6 to serve and the remaining 14 years on probation. And again, like I said, this is one of the things that the shooters is actually offered 20 years, 15 years, and things of this nature. Do 6 and get out. 2, like I said, instead of taking a life sentence, man, these dudes is signing on a dotted line. And this is what they particularly want to do. Like I said, man, it's that freedom is something serious, man. It's nothing. It's more valuable than the life that God gives. And, the freedom is something that everybody must highly value, you all. Again, like I said, I didn't want to hold too long on this. Let me go in the comments briefly and see what's going on. What you say, bro? Alone anyway. Go. Yeah, everybody taking a plea bargain in this case, man. I ain't lying. I think they got a real dog. The dog is taking a plea, you all. He need his bones and biscuits. They trying to get up out of there, man. Them people ain't trying to play that. Like I said, it's 2 people that didn't actually, they hadn't taken the plea yet because, again, not because they didn't want to, because they are trying to buy time and get pretty much better deals, you all. And like I said, a couple of these people have not had not gotten attorneys yet. Again, they may not be able to afford attorneys. And, they can't let that pride get in the way, man, because them attorneys, they cost, it costs to get out of trouble. Like the old granny used to say, boy, trouble is easy to get into, but hard to get out. Ain't that the truth? Roof. God for Christ gang. Peace. See y'all tomorrow, bro. I got another one I want to talk to y'all about. I'm gonna go in on Trade the Truth and Zero tomorrow, y'all, man. Since it'll be New Year's Eve, we can end the year with a banger, so. Everybody who on TikTok, thank y'all for joining me. If this your first time joining me, thank you. Please like and share. Y'all can join me again. Peace. Thank you. One love, bro. See y'all tomorrow. Salute.